Hello, friends. Welcome to Uncanny Alley, the uncanny little place we hang out and keep it real because shit is pretty weird out there. Of course, I would give a Seinfeld reference because, thank you, Holy Spirit, because that's what this message is. Well, it's not about Seinfeld, but Spirit just reminded me about the download that I received, and the download was Even Steven, which is a Seinfeld episode, and pretty good is a Larry David reference, which is the creator of Seinfeld. You guys, I'm autistic, okay? Just work with me. But there's a method to my madness because there is a download related to Even Steven as I was lighting my Palo Santo getting ready for this reading. And then I'm like, okay, Holy Spirit, what is Even Steven? And this Seinfeld episode is what Spirit referenced. And I'm like, okay, but why? Because the Seinfeld episode is basically about how this happens to George and it's awful. And then this happens to Elaine and it's awful. And then like it switches, like she's lucky and he's unlucky. And then it switches, he's unlucky and she's lucky. But with Jerry, he's Even Steven. Like he can throw $20 out the window and he gets $20 stuck to his shoe. Like literally, it's like a boomerang. It all just works out. But it's really cool because what they're not talking about is that kind of energy of just like the universe will bring what's for me. And if I don't, and he has that like, it's fine. Not realizing that's kind of what it is. But that wasn't the message for whoever I'm speaking to. And by the way, will you hit a like and a subscribe if you haven't already? Um, yeah, that message is for you. But anyway, that wasn't the message. It was Even Steven. But I'm like, okay, well, if that's not it, then what's the reference? And it is about like balancing out. And I knew that was a reference, and Spirit was trying to tell me it is this balancing out, but it isn't this karmic balancing out of like boomerang where whoever I'm speaking to is just so even keeled about something that if it doesn't work out, that's fine. That's not the end. I'm not saying you are or you aren't, but that wasn't the message. The message is Even Steven, okay, and this is a love reading, kind of. It's like a karmic. It is a love reading. We're gonna see. I don't know what it's gonna turn into. It's love. It's in the realms of love and emotion and all that stuff. Okay, and so the message is the Even Steven that you're experiencing in your life that you're not realizing is because you have done the work, right? You have spiritually elevated. I mean, we're all elevating, right? But you are elevating. You've done the work, you've healed. You say, okay, let me look at this. Let me see why this is happening when things go a certain way or don't go a certain way. We're all on a path, right? So you may fall short sometimes, but the bottom line is you are ascending, you are growing, you are going up and up and up, okay? And what you haven't realized is you're in this karmic cycle, this karmic boomerang cycle of relationships where no matter what you put out there, you get the same bullshit back. And the Even Steven is this. You're not realizing that you're subconscious because you are elevated, because you have grown, because you have healed, and you operate in that way. You know that what you put out there, you get back. And because you try to make things right, if you do something wrong, you try to fix it. If you need to apologize, you try to apologize. You hold yourself accountable in whatever way. Like you know what that means for you and you do it. And it's in a moral way. So however that shows up for you in an ethics and a moral and your moral fiber and your integrity, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's how you show up in your relationships. That's how you strive to. And so what's happening is this Even Steven thing is because you had a massive failed relationship where you poured into somebody, you poured into a situation, you poured into this, and it's attached to a person, but it could be into a business partnership, a best friend, a spouse, a parent, a child. I mean, it doesn't have to be like romantic. For a lot of you, it is. For a lot of you, it is some kind of like partnership where it's like a best friend or a business thing where it was closer than like normal. You weren't just business partners and you weren't just friends. You were like the best friends and business partners, the best friends and neighbors, that kind of thing. The best friends and schoolmates forever. The best friend and like the girlfriend of the whatever, you know, that kind of thing. The in-law, that kind of thing. I don't know, just whatever the relationship is, because you poured into this person so fully, so completely, so blindly. Or if you didn't, for those, some of you did and some of you didn't, but you learned a karmic lesson. Like maybe you were the one that caused the problem and the rift, or you were both at it, but whatever it is, you healed from it and you learned a lesson. And because of that, you're going into these other relationships playing even Steven. And so what I mean is, when people bring up like, oh, you know, you're trying to, it's okay, how do I explain this? It hasn't resonated with you because a lot of times it's presented, or a lot of times it really does show up as somebody who is insecure, somebody who is clingy, somebody who is not in touch with themselves, can't be alone, afraid to be vulnerable, right? A lot of times that kind of, oh, let me just, you know, let me just do this and you'll love me. It shows up kind of that way, this desperate, when you're trying so desperately to work on a relationship or fix things or explain yourself. It kind of gets like a bad rap, or it usually, not even that, but it usually does show up as like a karmic lesson in independence, in codependence, in self-worth, in validation, in all of these things. But and that doesn't resonate with you because you don't need somebody to validate you. Like the collective, the wild bunch I'm speaking with, like, you don't need someone to validate you. You know who you are. You're comfortable in your own skin, but you're also vulnerable. But you also cry or get upset. But you also talk about the things that truly affect and upset you. But you also are empathetic, and you also have an actual thought and feeling about the crazy stuff going on in the world, right? And so with that, as you go into new relationships and you're elevated, the even Steven part is always trying to make right what you couldn't, to rectify your wrong, to make right your offense. So it's less about, oh, well, if I do this, then this person will love me, right? And that usually shows up as that. Or I'm trying to think of a way, like, it's like you keep circling back. You're always the one to try to work on the relationship. You're always the one to say, you know what, let me talk about what I did wrong. Let me give you the thoughtful gift. Let me write the poem. Let me leave the long, amazing, heartfelt message. Let me go out of my way. Like, in those types of ways. I'm not talking about like just buying somebody something or saying sorry. I mean, like, you will go to the depths to try to fix things. But part of that is accountability on the other person's side. And so that can cause a lot of rifts. But you constantly going back to those same relationships isn't a desperate thing, isn't a clingy thing, isn't a needy thing, isn't an insecure thing. And unfortunately, it's not still not a good thing, right? Because if somebody isn't hearing you or seeing you, there's nothing you can say or do. And you can't win a previous battle or a future battle in a current war. You just can't. But the beautiful thing is, this isn't coming from like, oh, you have some healing to do because you need to understand sense of self. No, you have some healing to do, or not even healing, you have just some recognition to, oh my, you know, say, oh, wait a minute, I see what I'm doing here. Because people have only presented it, or it's only appeared as like you, oh, you know, maybe this is codependent, or, and you know you're not those things. You know you're not seeking out relationships because you don't like yourself. The things about yourself you don't like, you know you ain't gonna fix in somebody else. You already know that. But you hold yourself to such a high standard that you're constantly trying to fix the deficits in you through your relationships. You're constantly trying to right the wrongs that you've done, to apologize for the things you've done, to make up for the offenses that you've committed or the things that you've said through how can I explain myself enough? How can I do this? And it's not because it's because you're a good person. But at a certain point, you can't good person your way into good people. You know what I mean? You cannot good person your way into somebody being a good person back. And so as much as you want to do that, if it hurts to the point where like if you're fine with it, fine. Like that's who you are. But if you feel depleted and exasperated, and that's what I'm feeling, this even Steven thing, it's coming from the wrong place. It isn't coming from you needing to be accountable anymore. It isn't coming from you needing to apologize. You already did. It's not coming from you them needing to hear your side. They already know. If somebody doesn't care, then don't try to make somebody feel better by explaining yourself. Don't try to, oh, well, if I just do that. No, you're just being nice. Okay, let's pull a couple cards. I said that funny. Let's pull a couple cards. Okay, Holy Spirit, come through with messages, please. What is this? Yeah. Right away, the Five of Swords. Yep. Come on, you guys, look. Oops. Yep, Five of Swords. You're always looking to fix it for that with that thing behind you. You're always looking. Look, she's holding the ones on the floor. She's got the one on the ground. She's got but she's not even thinking about the two in her hand. Not for what they are. She's like in battle stance and is like considering the two in her hand. She's considering what to do with them based on her past. You see that? So your decisions, you're basing your decisions on your past. You're basing your relationships. Look, like you're constantly thinking about the person behind you. Like, oh, how do they feel? How do they feel? But who's thinking about you? You're holding all the swords. That's my dog charging down the stairs. Come through with messages, Holy Spirit. Come through with messages for today. Eight of Swords. Yeah. The Eight of Swords. And then the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, this is like mental imprisonment, overthinking something. You're trapped in your own thoughts. This is self-fulfilling prophecies. This is negative pattern, negative thought patterns. But we have the Page of Pentacles. So look, notice there's nothing even about this. Like the background is, but she isn't even. She's leaning to one side. The money's only coming from one side. And the card, it's on our right, but it's on her left. So the feminine side, it's that, well, what about me? What about nurturing? What about the nurturing part? What about the self-care? What about, look at, it's a pentacle, but it's like she's holding up a mirror. It looks like she's holding up a mirror, doesn't it? Let me try to focus this there, maybe. You guys don't know what I'm doing. Whatever. You get the gist, all right? She's holding up a mirror. Yeah, self-reflection, considering yourself. Like, wait, you're constantly like, oh, you know, did I say this? Can I say this differently? And again, it's not a desperate thing. It's not a, oh, maybe they'll love me. It's a, maybe I hurt them. Maybe I have some accountability. But it's like, you know, it's like washing your hands to get the germs away until you're washing your hands until they're raw. That's like the analogy. That's like what Spirit's showing me. You're trying to make yourself clean and you're washing your hands until you're raw. At a certain point, what about the guy next to you? His hands are filthy. You could do this all day long. It's not going to clean up his mess. I'm sorry. Do you have some soap? That's kind of what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, look. It's the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's that regret. It's that, oh, shoulda, woulda. And it keeps popping up. Ah, I could have said this differently. Let me call him back. Let me call him back. Let me text them. Did they text me? Let me go online. Did they post something sad? Did they post something that looks like they're having fun? I hope they're having fun. Did they post something? Are they sad? Yeah. But they're not doing that about you. They're not doing that about you. And it's not because they don't care about you. For some of you, it very well could be. But for some of you, it's like, I hate to say it, but it's almost like a kid. Like they have to learn. You can't miss somebody who's constantly saying, I miss you, 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 I miss you. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Somebody can't long for you if you're just telling them how much you long for them energy. And again, it's just, once you see it that way, you'll realize that it's coming off. It's giving desperation. It is giving needy. And it's not resonating as, that person needs to be accountable. Because sometimes the only way somebody can be accountable is if they hold themselves accountable. Okay, I hit my right elbow. Yeah, so there's a masculine. For some of you, a masculine needs to hear that. Like, you're the masculine, you need to hear that. And then for some of you, your masculine is thinking like, your masculine is thinking about how they hurt you. Because you bring a lot of sunshine to their life. You bring a lot of love to their world. You bring a lot of understanding. I'm hearing understanding of the heart. This is the Two of Cups. Understanding of the heart is what Spirit's telling me. Okay, something is coming in really, really, really slowly. Something's coming in really, really slowly. What's coming in, Spirit? What's next? Let's see. What's coming in? Clarity. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. It's a deep conversation. For some of you, it's an actual conversation. For others of you, it's like a conversation, like a yeah, I get it. Like you finally are going to accept the situation for what it is, the person for who they are. And for some of you, that means letting it well enough alone and accepting the relationship as it is. For some of you, it's ending relationship. For some of you, it's definitely ending a love relationship. And this was a long time coming. I'm hearing for some of you, ending this. For some of you, it just took a really, really long time to end it. For some of you, you've just been mourning. You've been in like grieving mode. Yeah, you've been in grieving mode for a long time. But there is a fresh, new, passionate love coming in. Somebody's a little older than you. They could be male or female, and you could be male or female. But it's a new, passionate love, and there's an age gap. At least 6 years. Okay. For others of you, it's like you're 6 months apart. You're like you're like the same age. So it's either there's a 6-year age gap, or you're like 6 months or less apart. Like you're like, and it's gonna be for those of you. Okay, for either way, you guys are gonna have so much in common. Like, oh my gosh, I love those. I love that color. I love that movie. That's my favorite show. I love doing that. Or I don't watch TV. I love hiking. Like whatever it is, you're into the same things. You get really close with this person right away, like physically close with this person. You guys have like a physicality, like you're physically close, you're physically connected right away. I knew it'd be 9. Yeah, so think about 9 months. Gosh, maybe some of you you're gonna birth a baby, like have a baby, or just like a new relationship, like within 9 months. And I'm seeing this like 9 months, like literally from beginning to end, something is gonna happen within 9 months. Whether it's just like something so beautiful, so fertile, whether it's a relationship, a project, a job, passion project, something around the house that just like, whoa, transforms your body, like your physical, something like it just within 9 months, it's like you're birthing something brand new. Yeah, for some of you can be a physical baby. For some of you, it's just a full new relationship, like a current relationship is transforming. Or for some of you, you're getting fully rid of this relationship, this energy, this like what stale energy, and within 9 months you're in like the thick of, I shouldn't say the thick of, the deep of a really good, fun, healthy, fulfilling, satisfying is the word, satisfying relationship. A lot of swords. There's a lot of swords and cups, like so many. Like there's a couple little things in between, but barely. There's like a pentacle here and there, but even that's more like just getting you to the prize, because it's all about communication in the heart space. Communication in the heart space. Speaking the truth, having the conversation, owning it, admitting it to yourself. It's so much of admitting it to yourself. So much of like that aha moment about something, like a painful truth. And this really does bring in abundance and love, and it brings in, it like changes you, because you need to focus on that shit that way. Like you don't need to carry it that way. I'm saying it's like, okay, it's kind of like, okay, God's showing me like like ooh, my throat chakra. Yeah, I'm like feeling, ooh, oh my goodness, like I'm feeling, oh my gosh, you guys, it feels like I'm underground. Not like buried, okay, but like I'm in a cave, like in a, like, oh my gosh, you guys, like I'm Saint Germain in a deep, wet, cold, like limestone underground cavern. I'm sorry if you guys, it's like hard to breathe. I'm not afraid. I'm just like deep, deep in there. Okay. So okay. So Saint Germain is showing me his travels. He wants me to say their travels because they've been many people. Whoa. Saint Germain is showing me, I'm in this dark, cold, underground tunnel system cave, and he's showing me the process of alchemy, you guys. I'm gonna put this candle up here, you can see it. You won't be able to hear me though, shoot. I just can't speak loud because of this energy. It's like sitting on my chest so heavy. Okay, he's showing me the process of alchemy. And oh my gosh, in all of his travels, in all of their travels, in all of their travels, it would have been impossible to take all of his knowledge, all of his tangible knowledge with him, all of his treasures with him in the physical form if he didn't know how to alchemize it and do something else. Okay, and he's saying, for example, oh my God. He's saying you need to understand, if he were to carry, right now he says cold in here. It's cold where we are. If this were an igloo made of blocks of ice, and I had to carry these blocks of ice across the landscape to get them here on just my back, could I ever do it? No. I could never carry water that way. I have to alchemize it into steam. I have to vaporize it. And then I can take it with me anywhere I go. It's as light as a feather. You need to understand. Oh my gosh, you guys. the number 21, the number 27, and the number 6 is very significant for somebody. The time 3:30 or 2:30 is very significant. 127 is very significant. That's enough, he said. They said. Go where you want to go. Go anywhere that you want to go. You can change, you can shift, you can go with the wind, you can become ice, and then you can become the river, and then you become the ocean, and then you become the iceberg, and then you become the raindrops, and then you become the mist, and then you do it all over again, in any order, anytime. And Saint Germain saying, and if you want to, and if you need to, I can show you this, I can paint the same picture using fire. It doesn't matter what element. You need to understand that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for visiting. Thank you so much for your knowledge and your wisdom. He said, don't shed tears unless you want another water analogy. Okay. I'm such a crybaby. Okay. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Well, Saint Germain just came in for you guys. I'm gonna put the candle over here just in case. In our little goodbye. Oh, maybe this one's doing fun things for you. That was really, really special. I just get so moved because I'm just always so humbled when somebody so grand and so wonderful chooses me for a visit. And I'm so thankful that whoever's here is here because it's about you, and they came in so that I could share this and channel this message to share with you, and that means I got to experience it as well, and that's really special, so thank you. Oh shoot, that water. Okay, you guys, I'm such a crybaby. I can't help it. Whatever. That's what my face looks like this. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe and give me a comment if you want. Ask a question. Tell me your favorite candy bar. I love sweets. I love food. Tell me a favorite nosh. Let's see. And yeah, do that thing where you get notified when I post something. I don't even know. You guys, I'm 85 years old, but you guys know. Do that thing. All right? All right, lovies. And most importantly, until we meet again, and always stay wild, stay weird, stay wonderful, stay tear-free. Stay you, because that's the best part of you, is you. All right? All right. Mwah.